We've reached our destination.
I see someone who looks troubled about something.
A little compassion can make all the difference. I propose...
Right.
Excuse me! Well... Really?
Good.
What the? Seriously?
All right.
We finally made it.
That Zoogel's in our way.
I'm ready to...
Let's see what you've got.
Take
Not
this!
today!
If they rush you gotta jump for cover, okay? Raging Cascade! The flashing parts are weak points!
I can carve through. Now I'm in the deny. Better if you don't spit up.
Sleep
Deity.
dreams!
You're mine.
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Take this. Eat Demon Peg. In a bind. Now I'm in the groove.
This one's mine!
We've got him on the run!
Don't get cocky!
Right. Still anyone's fight. A thrilling performance.
Now!
All yours, Kisara!
Hold up. Is this as valuable as I think it is?
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Okay.
Seriously?
Well...
What the? if there's someone in trouble here?
You okay?
Yeah!
Okay.
Huh?
Here we go!
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
Retreated! Know what's good for you.
Take this!
Take it! Take this!
Light the orb!
Watch it! Are those rocks?
Dominate the Come forth, holy
I'll
land!
smash you! Exploit the enemy's weakness.
A whirling dandy of here!
A thrilling performance.
You're wide open!
It won't escape me.
Eternal devastation! Crush! You picked the wrong fight!
Banana, let's go!
I'll finish you here and now! Can't get out of this!
Now!
Alphen! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Eat this! Begin!
Rising Wyvern! You're
Not
mine!
on my watch!
Soda!
On
Rising
your
Vulcan!
This world!
Try this!
Now you see what I can do! Another incantation over there!
Oh, close enough. Take it away, Law.
I thought you'd never ask. I'll bash in their defense!
Glad you have your uses. I never
I'll show you how such unadulterated fury.
Ignite!
Rupture!
A wailing country of light burn!
Finish it!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Was that a new skill I saw back there?
Okay.
I sense a poor soul who is... Good Torque! Whoa!
Huh? Well...
Huh?
Yeah.
I guess...
Huh?
Got it.
Thanks.
Hey, Alphen, you mind if we take a bit of a detour?
It's fine by me, but what for?
Rinwell says there's a phantom flower that grows around here. We want to look for it. It won't take long, promise.
A flower, huh? All right, let's take a look. Look out!
What the hell is that? Hey, you want a piece of me?
Stay calm, Law. It's coming for us.
You just had to make things... difficult for us, didn't you?
What are you... muttering about? Focus or you'll get hurt!
Don't worry, I'll have this wrapped up in a flash.
Rising weapon! Aim for the weak spot. A charge like that could easily be
Anything in
fatal.
armor is all...
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
Supernova!
Double demon fang!
I've let you all down.
Stay away from my friend! Megasonic!
Negative death! Resonate with the earth!
Burn in hell!
Drawing a whirling banshee of lightning!
Pierce through! Slash! Double demon fang! Can't move!
Imbue this vanquished soul with life! Resuscitation! Can't get out of this! Ready and real!
As a storm! Double demon fang!
Now you see what I can do! Watch this!
Double demon fang!
In here!
Execution!
Get on here! Lightning condensed!
You should have messed with me!
Demon fang!
Demon Knight!
Double demon fang! Demon fang!
By mystic mercy!
Holy Land!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Bestow look sharp! Lightning tiger blade! Bestow thy mystic mercy! What did I tell you? Don't get in our way! Lightning, your lordship, and will you lay down your life to your lord? Well, I mean, hey, let's not be hasty. No dawn shall break this
I
night.
never miss!
What the? Flames?
Watch out! It's changing its attack! Can't be
it? I couldn't make it in time.
Dance!
I hope this thing is meant to
Imbue
happen
this
in Earth.
vanquished soul with life.
A
Resuscitation.
wailing banshee of
No
lightning!
odds of being interrupted.
Divine Savior!
Severing wind!
Better!
Rising falcon!
I'll bring you back from death to this! Resuscitation! Who's the hero?
Mirage!
Water, hear my call!
Anything in armor is all mine!
You're mine!
I'm letting you down.
You pay for that!
Is this it?
Here we go again!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss! If it's in the sky, it's mine!
Fire!
I'll heal you all!
Savage! Not done yet! Talent
Anything in armor is all mine!
Thanks! Render you up!
Glacial spear, pierce evil!
Here we go
Laser!
again! Demon Fang! What is? Let us take this! Demon Fang!
I've let you all down. Forgive me. It's my fault.
Tayoiwa!
Into the shadows!
Air pressure!
Nothing gets by me!
Double Demon Fang!
Imbue this
vanquished soul
away.
with life! Any more of this and I'll burn out!
Here's a healing arm!
No paper! Double Demon Fang!
Water!
Here we go again!
Spread!
Demon Fang! Bestowed on mystic mercy!
Pieces! Attack time!
Double Demon Fang!
Confiscated! Mega ray!
Demon Fang!
Is that a healing arm? It is. I can't ignore your pain. I'll try to be more careful.
Burn in hell!
What's this?
Catapult! Off! You!
Outstanding form!
Resonate in a bind! Blew away!
Annihilation! Radiant spear!
That'll bring you down!
What? Savage roar! Enter storm! Bestow thy mystic mercy! Double Demon Fang! Fairy circle! Okay, here I go! Savage roar!
Annihilation!
I'll face you! Rising Wyvern!
Without a trace!
On your...
I'm on a roll now!
Arch sealed!
I have no limits!
Almost frozen!
Burn in hell! Savage roar!
Water, hear my call!
Last shot!
Don't mind if I do!
Ready and ready! Begin!
Glacial
I can carve through armor!
You require help.
Can't get out of this! Demon Fang! Super Destruction! Eternal Hurricane! Double Demon Fang! Demon Fang! Changing tactics!
No telling what it'll do! Stay focused!
Watch this out. I sense incredible power.
Okay, here I go!
Mega ray! A new leaf of life!
Denied!
First aid!
Almost! You're wide open!
Mega ray!
Can you take it?
I'm expert! Coming through!
Double Demon Fang! This should do it! Enter storm! Double Demon Fang!
Finish without a trace!
Inspiration!
Let's break it down!
Taste.
Bestow thy mystic mercy!
Annihilation!
Further.
Glacial spear! Here's evil!
Armor won't save you! Megasonic
Freeze
thrust!
laser! Don't mind if I do! I'll bring you back from
The
death!
flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Resuscitation!
Savage roar!
Now the wind is blue!
By the power of water!
The fluidity of your movement.
Annihilation!
All right. No.
can't end here!
I can handle it.
I'll bring you back from death to this. Resuscitation!
You require a
Savage Roll! Instant! Back into the front! Annihilation!
Can't end here!
Savage Roll!
Execution.
I'll bring you back from death to this. Ready! Resuscitation!
This is some punishment.
Savage Flame! Weapon! Mega Ray! Crushing! Downfall! Radiant Pierce!
Talon Hurricane.
Demon Fang!
Oh, now I'm real mad. I blame you all right.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! Double Demon Fang!
Radiant
Destruction!
Pierce!
Great.
That'll make things easier.
Take this!
Water this time!
Can't it just make up its mind? I hope this thing is medically approved.
Resuscitation! Radiant Blue! Searing Flame! Another ammo! I'm all stocked up!
Internal devastation!
Where are you going?
Bestow thy mystic
Radiant
mercy.
Pierce! Not on my watch!
Double Demon Fang!
Thank you for the healing,
Take. And tonight's meal is on you.
Now you see what I can do.
Burning Strike!
Raging Lunatic.
Here's evil!
Not my finest. A thrilling performance.
Sword Rain Alpha! I owe you one! Burn!
Another incantation ruined.
Demon Fang! Rising
Here's a
Wyvern!
healing art!
No escape!
First aid!
Luna Rongo! Rising Phoenix!
So you clamor for my true power?
Denied.
Orochi Fury!
Not my fight to ensure you survive this.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Here goes!
Raging Luna
What was I thinking?
Benediction.
Shockwave Slash! It's on!
Here I go!
Ignite!
And again! Mega Ray! I'll bring you back from death to
Sword
this!
Rain Alpha!
Resuscitation!
Not done yet.
This is some punishment.
Here we go again.
Splendid
I'll
Slash!
bring you back from death to this! Can't be happening!
Double Demon Fang! Destruction! Ignite!
Bloody howling. Talon Hurricane. Leave the charges to me.
No further.
Infernal Torrent!
Armor won't save you.
From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with life.
Can't be happening!
Not my finest.
I hope this thing is
From
medically
beyond,
approved.
imbue this. Now it's my turn.
Ready to go!
From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with life.
Not in your dreams!
Come on, you're wide open.
Forgive me.
The hammy flame of
Fire
fury!
up.
Burning strike!
Laser Storm!
Here's the
Demon
evil!
Fang!
I'm just getting started.
Flame laser!
Crush!
I'll bring you back from death to this!
Rising Wyvern!
Too
It's
slow.
on! Not today!
Now I'm in the groove. Shattering the pieces. Attack time.
Here's the hole!
Take this!
I'll blind you with
Sword
darkness.
Rain!
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. Such unadulterated
Where
fury.
are you going? Ready! Searing flame! Reload!
Strike!
King!
Take this.
Watson!
Swallow Blade!
Resonate with the earth.
Burn in hell!
Annihilation!
Stalagmite. All the days come to an end. Raising you up.
Pieces! Attack time! Ready to go! Armor won't save you!
Beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with life. The enemy's open.
What's this?
Annihilation!
Death Blossom!
Gravitas field!
Begin!
Mega
Heaven
Ray!
Hurricane!
Benediction life.
Death Blossom!
Falcon!
Heal!
Here goes! Searing flame!
Now I'm in the groove!
What's in the sky is mine! Mega Ray!
Golden Ring!
Mega Ray!
And take this!
By the power
I'm right
of
behind
water,
you.
This one's mine!
Swallow blade!
Ready and raring!
Elusive season!
You're wide open! I've let you all down.
Will this help?
Green fade.
Double demon fang!
Rending you up,
Healing
bloody
circle.
howling!
Demon fang! Double demon fang! This one's mine!
Negative
I'll
gate!
bring you back from death's abyss! Resuscitation!
Your
Lightning!
Rondo! Rising Phoenix!
resonate with the earth!
Can't be happening!
Demon
Arc
fang!
field!
Take this!
From beyond,
Rising
imbue
Falcon!
this vanquished soul with love. No further.
Wind! Devastation! Rising
Flare tornado! I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
Savage roar!
Not in your dreams!
I've
Resuscitation!
let you all down.
A new lease on life!
Vacuum!
Annihilation! I'll bring you back from death's abyss! Resuscitation!
Not done yet!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss! Resuscitation!
Can't end here!
Water! Radiant pierce!
Aqua Serpent!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
Show thy mystic mercy.
Resuscitation! Arch field!
You must be tired of healing me. I'm merely doing what I can to help. Life's run out, but our friends force we can't depend on one another.
You're right. I'll bear that in mind.
All yours, Kisara. Benediction light.
Searing flame! Wait, where's the water go?
It's all dried up! In a bind?
Radiant wall! Here!
Take this!
All good
I
things
never
come to an
miss.
end. I'll face you.
It's so bright!
It's a... It is what it is.
Here you go! Ignite!
You like me so much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a complaint.
Nope, that is silly.
They
Here
smite with
goes!
blackened blade. No.
Can't end here!
Burning strike!
Yeah, appreciate the concern.
The sooner you stop tanking, the sooner you can start helping.
I mean, yes, sir.
Glimmer Dragon!
Rip and tear! Now you see what I can... I'm just
Ready,
getting started!
Now one up! Demon Fang!
I'm all stuffed up!
No further.
Annihilation!
Go
By
again.
the power of flame!
It's
Fierce
on!
flame!
It was nice while it lasted.
My pride is my downfall.
Explosion!
From beyond, imbue this
Deny!
vanquished soul with life. One final push.
Let's finish this off!
I'll do my best not to disappoint.
Not done yet!
Don't mind if I do!
Everlasting.
Here goes!
Devastation! Rising Fang!
Let them march me!
Blackened
I'll
blade.
bring you back from death's abyss!
Glimmer Dragon! Now I'm in the groove!
Here, let me help! Burning!
Sorry to trouble you.
You do the same for me!
I've let you all down.
Double Demon
I'll
Fang!
bring you back from death's abyss!
Blood. Rending you
I'll
bloody
bring you back from death's
Here I
abyss!
come! This one's all mine!
I won't give up!
Is this it?
None shall escape my judgment!
They'll pay for this!
Ray!
Now or never.
Far enough!
No further!
I can carve through armor!
On expert coming through! Bring you back
This has a
from
most
death's abyss!
peculiar taste.
Not on my watch!
Demon Lance!
Resuscitation!
Soaring Blast!
I hope this thing is medically approved.
You may be strong, but I'll never back
Can't be
down!
happening!
Sonic Thrust!
Unadulterated fury.
Not today!
First aid! Lightning!
Rotate!
Negative
Feel my power!
Too slow!
Spread!
It's the six!
Freeze laser! I won't give up!
From beyond!
I can't lose!
The earth throbs in pain.
Downfall! Damn it! Out of ammo!
Damn it! No pay
Resonate
for
with the
that!
earth!
Healing circle!
Can't get out of this!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite!
Will this help?
Not done!
The picture of bloody
It's in your hands.
I'm sorry to be a part.
We've all got enough on our plates.
Yes, ma'am.
Resuscitation!
Talon Heart! Watch it! I've let you all down.
Lunar corruption!
To everlasting
Seven-Eye Alpha!
Negative gate!
Grind and win!
On your knees! Air pressure!
Explosion!
Imbue this vanquished soul!
A freezing storm!
Imbue this vanquished soul
Ice
with
tornado! None shall escape my judgment!
It's in your hands now.
Out of the woods, it seems.
I won't give up!
Stalagmite! A scream
That's
made in blood, rending you a bloody howling! Imbue this vanquished soul with life, resuscitation!
Arch sealed!
Not done yet!
Look sharp! Far enough!
Show thy mystic mercy!
Oh,
Very circle! I will imbue this vanquished soul with life! Resuscitation! Into light!
What was I thinking?
Alright, let me out!
Freeze laser!
You're all so
Will this help? Going in!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Balasher!
I'll heal you all!
I'll smash you!
Heal! Piercing
Healing
roar!
circle!
Can't get out of this!
Can't be happening! Come on! You have to hold on!
The flame inside me yearns to be let free! You apart! Bloody roar! Resonate with the earth!
I'll finish you here and now!
Igneous discharge! Savage roar! Black smoke! My innings of watch what you through! Savage roar!
What was I thinking?
Tiger blade! Here! Round and pound! Ready to
From
go!
beyond,
Imbue this vanquished! Far enough!
All good things come to an end.
Falling storm! Resuscitation! Piercing roar!
I can't lose!
This one's all mine! Flaming meteor!
Watch it!
I'll heal you all!
I can carve through armor.
Healing circle!
This one's mine!
Inferno power! Dream!
I'll face you!
Ungol! Annihilation!
Savage roar! Let's keep up the pressure!
Death!
Bestow
I'm
thy
just getting
mystic
started.
mercy!
Radiant pierce!
Very certain!
That must
this is
have
some punishment. You know demons and demons have unique.
Flaming meteor!
Tell me about it later.
Talon!
Not my
Back from
slightest.
death's abyss!
Burn in hell!
Resuscitation! Take it!
My pride was
I'm only getting started!
Jesus. Some punishment?
By the power of flame! Finish without a trace! Think again! I'll bring you back...
Oh, you are gonna pay for that! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
What was with that creature? It was some sort of a Zoogle that could control light. Rinwell, do you think that could have been...
The true form of the phantom flower? No, it couldn't be.
What makes you so sure?
Because...
What the...
Whoa!
What the hell is that? Is the enemy back for more?
Whatever it is, it's freaking huge!
You guys, calm down. It's okay. It's probably... No, it's definitely the phantom flower of Navira. I read about it in that book we found earlier. It was described as a mysterious light floating up in the sky. It's not dangerous at all. In fact, this is the place it was first discovered.
So that's how it got its name then. You sure it's not some enemy astral art being cast at us?
Positive. I think it's just a rare and unusual weather phenomenon more than anything else.
Cyslodia obviously used to be covered in darkness around the clock. But with that gone, I guess that's why we're able to see this again?
You could be right. It's so pretty though, isn't it?
Sure. But it's so big we could have seen it from town just fine, couldn't we?
Well, sure, but still.
Hey, who cares where we saw it? I'm just glad we got to see it at all. Besides, that Zoogle was what kept us from seeing it before, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
It's such a gorgeous night sky here. You should really bring Shionne out to watch it.
Right. Right. I'll, do that.
It took a lot to get here, but I can't help but feel like a dream of mine came true. Thanks, Law.
I didn't do all that much, really.
Well, I still really appreciate it. It made me really, really happy.
Hey, you know
Oh, it looks like you can see it even better from over there. I'm gonna go check it out.
Huh? Hey, wait! Rinwell.
That treasure. What a sweet-sounding ring it has.
You really think so?
Yes, I'm getting stronger!
Care to put that claim... the test?
I'd love to, but I got this thing.
Looks like we made it here in one piece. Looks like we get to sleep with the... roof over our heads. Did we really just spend that much? We should be able to cook here.
I think there's someone in trouble here.
Yeah!
Sure. How did it come to this?
You're a beautiful woman, Shionne. That's a good thing, right?
Wait, Kisara! Hey, Kisara! How did it come to this?
I bet that one could give me a decent workout.
You're planning to fight it alone?
No way! It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out. I'm surrounded!
Rising Wyvern!
A wailing fire!
You're on!
Insects that stay on the ground.
Field!
Rising Wyvern!
The blaster parts are weakened!
Leave the charges to me!
Rising Wyvern! Here I come!
I can't imagine what we do without you, Rinwell.
So
You
neat!
picked the wrong fight!
That's a little much, don't you think?
I'm serious. You're a lifesaver.
Demon Fang! Demon Fang!
Freezing storm!
Now, let's reel it!
Take it down!
Eat this! I'll run you through!
Turn him down!
Eat this! I'm just getting started! I'll smash you!
A wailing banshee of lightning!
If it's in the sky,
if I do!
Rising Smoker!
Glacier! Fear! Pierce evil! Freeze Lancer!
You're wide open! Take a look!
Divine Streak!
Raining Slash!
Savage Roll!
Let me do it!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Starting wind!
That's enough!
Rising Wyvern!
Freeze That'll bring you down! Get out of there with
Roll!
Instant!
Win!
Super Swallow Kick!
Phoenix Flame!
Rising Target!
Divine
I'm right behind you!
Shattering the pieces! Attack time! Now you see what I can do!
Do it! Field! Astral energy! Full throttle!
That's awesome!
Blast the shot!
Savage Roar! It's finished!
Hold on, let's do it!
Rising Phoenix!
So much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a complaint out here.
Nope,
Here I come!
Arrow Arrow!
Now I can let loose! Rising Wyvern! Now it's
Feel
go!
freezing
Luna
storm!
Rondo!
I'll be saving
Soaring Light Spear!
Tornado!
Flame inside me,
One
sure,
more
to be
time.
less free!
The enemy is going all out!
Hey, that frickin' does it!
I'll heal you all! Arctic Fire
Shouldn't have done that. Faster! I'll finish you here and now! Devastation! Now we beat the... I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
A chain between heaven and earth. Healing art. It looks like you got this recovered.
What's this?
Hold on to your art. Here I come. Don't mind if I do. Go. Now's our
Take
chance.
this!
Surrender.
Finish it!
Astral energy.
Say no more.
Hey, Poodle's quivering. I think we're about to be real lucky.
Sure. Just great.
Well, anyway, I should get to work on dinner.
Oh, we already started.
We've got it covered tonight, Kisara. Just relax and leave it to us.
I see. Well, I'll leave it to you then. We don't have a lot of ingredients though, so don't go overboard. I guess I'll do some laundry instead. What are you...
What does it look like? We're doing laundry. Obviously.
Yeah, I guess you are. You're not trying to clean them by smacking them around again, are you?
Of course not. I have a good memory. Once someone yells at me, I don't forget it.
He's fine, Kisara. I've been keeping an eye on him, and there haven't been any problems.
Oh, good. If you say so, Alphen, then I have nothing to worry about.
Hey, how come you don't trust me when I say it?
Just don't squeeze too hard or else you'll damage the fabric. Okay?
Yeah, I get it. You know, if you keep making that face, it's gonna stick that way.
What was that?
Nothing.
Well, if there's nothing for me to do, I guess I'll head back. I suppose I should take this as a sign of how much they've all grown, but... Oh, Dohalim. What are you doing here?
Simply admiring our campfire as I await dinner. I find watching the flames dance can be rather inspiring.
Just the same as always, then. Although I'm sort of relieved.
Oh? And here I thought you were planning to scold me.
Why? Did you want to be scolded too?
No, I wasn't saying that. The night is aglow with star and firelight. Yet what I hold most dear are the words of a friend.
That's not like your usual poetry. Are you trying to tell me something?
Brimming is thy soul with words yet unspoken.
Okay, I get it. You want me to talk to you about it.
To hear your words of worry, I can but sit and wait.
I said I get it. I guess I'm just struggling with how capable everyone's become these days. I'm proud of them, but I'm not sure what I contribute to the team anymore. So, I guess it's been troubling me a bit. They don't need me for chores or fighting anymore. And I don't have much in the way of feminine charm. But aside from being a soldier, do I have anything else to offer? And if not, then what good am I? I can't help worrying about it.
Lost though you may be, with utopia but a dream, life without you would be no life at all.
Dohalim, you're right. I still have Miguel's dream left to fulfill. And we still have the fight ahead of us to overcome.
With you by my side, even the bitter times can taste sweet.
Okay, I think that's enough poetry for one day.
Hey, dinner's ready! Wow, you look really happy, Kisara.
Oh? I'm just excited to see what you two have cooked up. Now let's sit down and enjoy it already. Dohalim, all of your replies last night were poems. What was that all about?
I suppose I was struck with poetic inspiration. Did it strike your fancy?
Yes, I found it to be quite elegant.
I'm afraid my memory of them is a bit faint. Could I trouble you to recite them for me?
No, you cannot. Remember them yourself.
I'm impressed how well balanced this thing is.
I've got a good amount of info on our enemies written down now.
That's wonderful, Rinwell. I'm sure that data shall prove most useful.
Mind if I join you, Law? Hey, Law, about what you said before.
When?
You were telling me how there were things you wished you could have asked your dad. If you want, you can always come to me with your questions.
What brought this on all of a sudden? Don't I already lean on you enough as it is?
Still, there's plenty you would want to ask him if he was still alive, right?
I mean, yeah, but I think you'll have a hard time answering any of them, if I'm being honest.
How come?
I mean, the stuff I want to ask him about is, like, how he met my mom and how he won her over. Stuff like that. Anyway, not really something you can help with, right?
You're right. Sorry, Law. I can't even begin to imagine how to help with that.
You're telling me. I just wish there was someone experienced I could ask about this kind of stuff.
Yeah, he was definitely that.
Let's make sure to kick ass tomorrow, too. I feel pretty refreshed after that. Sleep?
I think there's someone in trouble here.
Well, let's see what they have to say.
What? Good grief. Yeah!
Yes!
I'm gonna do it! Just you watch, Alphen!
Watch what? You getting clothes?
No, not the clothes! I'm talking about asking the hottest lady in town out on a date. Well...
Huh? Right.
Law. Sorry.
Oh?
Thanks.
Looks like you're done here, Alphen.
Yeah. That was too close. Hey.
Yes!
I guess.
Huh? Yeah.
Nice.
Hey!
Wow.
What?
How?
Really?
We did it!
Hey! Good grief.
Yes!
It couldn't have gotten far.
There are still Zoogles on the loose. We'd better hurry.
Isn't that the bull? It's surrounded by Zoogles.
Hey now! No picking on Ab!
No choice!
Death on go time!
Flame of fury!
We turn the tables on them! Right! No time to hold back!
I guess...
Yes!
Yeah?
Huh?
How?
Hey!
Really?
Hey! Ah! Huh? Good grief. Yeah.
Don't look now, but the animals have come to see you off.
Of course, the only affection I can get is... from livestock.
Aww. I think you and them are a match made... No way.
All right? You don't say. Stay calm.
Huh?
Good.
Sure.
Perhaps you shouldn't have got... hopes up.
I felt moved by people whose love transcended the boundaries of rape. Hello. I see. Oh. What?
Oh?
I see.
Yeah.
But why Voron's whereabouts? Don't they know where their own sovereign is?
Considering we've come across him the world over. What? What? All right.
Huh?
What?
All right.
You finally made it.
No way.
Well,
That can't be.
Sure.
Agreed. I must say, I wasn't expecting you to be...
Huh?
Ridiculous.
Got it. Right.
I wonder what we'll find out there this time.
Most likely Zoogles, I would reckon.
I mean, other than them.
That Zoogle seems intriguing.
Let's dispose of the trash.
I'm not so good with airborne targets.
Here, let me help.
Hey, when did I get so popular?
I'm on it!
Now we're not... Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! See that?
That training's paying up.
Nothing gets by me.
Not today!
Healing circle.
Okay, here I go.
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
I won't save you!
Here goes!
No further!
All good things come to
Denied. All right, it's down.
Rising Wyvern!
That'll bring you down.
Raging!
Rising
Not on my
Falcon!
watch!
Be still!
Rising There you go!
Come on,
Don't
roll
let up!
now.
Healing circle!
Okay,
Thousand gales!
here I go.
Fire flame! Finish without a trail!
Glimmer Dragon! Crush! This one's all mine!
Wind in the wind! Explosion! Air thrust!
Savage Wall Blade!
Heaven and earth!
Burn!
A wheel of lightning! Evil!
I can carve through armor!
Freeze it!
Tumbling Wind!
Magic advance! It looks like you guys
Finish
are
it!
covered! Astral energy!
Say no more.
Take it!
Rising
May a
Wyvern!
thousand gales carry it!
Mirage! Shockwave! Rising Wyvern! Tear!
Glimmer Dragon!
Rising Phoenix!
Between heaven and earth, it's mine!
Rising
Wailing
Wyvern!
Banshee of lightning!
Burn!
Nothing gets by me.
First aid!
Denied.
Divide!
Take it!
No further!
Dance in the wind!
Nice
Air
work!
art expert coming through! It's weakened!
Almost there!
Well, close enough. Take it away, Long.
I thought you'd never ask!
This one's mine!
That frickin' does it!
Spread!
Lightning Thrust!
Freeze Lancer!
So much for sitting this fight out.
The enemy is going all out!
Nope, that'd be silly.
Death Blossom!
By the power of flame!
Rising River!
Without our trace!
Can't get out of this!
Rising Focus!
I'll end you!
Explosion!
Death Blossom! Totally! In an instant! Impact Block!
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Yeah!
How?
Huh? Well... Hey! I hear a voice. Somebody's asking for help.
Okay.
Hey!
Oh!
Great!
Oh!
Huh. Yes!
Okay. How?
The fish could be dwindling even as we speak.
Time is of the essence. Let's hurry. I think you're making a mountain out of a... molehill.
Well, it's the moment of truth.
This lady better hold together once we're up in the air.
Law, don't say that! You're going to jinx us!
Speaking of which, Alphen, this bucket of bolts got a name?
A name? You know, I'm not sure she ever had one. I never really thought about it.
Well, after all the trouble we went through to find her, we should give her one, right? I was thinking something like...
Fall Knights.
Huh?
It means owl in the ancient tongue. Literally, the one drawn to the skies.
I like it. Sounds perfect for our little escapade.
Not sure I'm completely convinced, but... well, it's as good a name as any. From now on, she'll be known as the Fall Knights.
Okay, people. We have 2 goals. First, we need to get to Lenegis and make the Renans finally leave Dana alone. And then, we need to figure out the truth behind Shionne's thorns and find a way to save her. Sound good? All right, then let's go.
You know, I can still hardly believe it.
Believe what?
I mean, just look at it. The whole of existence, crammed inside a tiny frame.
Now that you mention it, I guess you're right. It does look more like a painting than a living, breathing world.
From up here, all the struggles we've been through feel so insignificant.
Nothing like realizing how small you are to put everything into perspective. Kinda makes the differences between the Renans and the Danans feel pretty small too, huh?
How much longer until we reach Lenegis?
There are better ways to use your time than napping. We should take a moment to familiarize ourselves with the facilities on board before arrival.
Good idea. The starship may end up serving as our base of operations once we're down there. Think you'll be all right with the controls?
You mean the one set to automatic pilot? I dare say I'll manage. I'm basically just here to supervise.
In that case, she's all yours.
Everything okay, Shionne? You seem a little different.
Different? Like in a bad way different?
No, not at all. Hey, Alphen, listen to this! So Law and I were just talking and...
Hey, shut up!
What's got Law all flustered?
Only that he's afraid of flying, the big baby. And after all that fuss he made about naming the ship, too.
Hey, I never said I was scared. I just think it's, you know, a little unsettling how we're going to be cruising through space in a glorified tin can. That's all.
It's a starship, dummy. That's what it's supposed to do. I don't think there's anything strange about it.
Well, maybe you're the one with the problem then.
Guys. I'm no expert, but I think we can trust Renan technology. It got me to Dana in one piece, remember?
Oh, that's a good point. If you think so, Alphen, it must be okay. Don't you agree, Law?
Hard to argue with that, seeing how you hitched a ride in one of these things before, Alphen. It's just wrong, okay?
You okay? Feeling airsick?
Actually, now that you mention it, not at all. These starships are a remarkably smooth ride, all things considered. Nothing like being at sea, thank goodness.
Glad to hear it. That device there caught your eye, huh?
I was just wondering what it is. It looks big enough to fit a person inside of it.
It's a healing pod. It fixes injuries and illnesses.
Oh, you don't say. That should definitely come in handy if any of us get injured while we're down there. Alphen? Was it something I said?
No, I was just thinking back to when I escaped Lenegis, that's all. What with the ceremony and losing control, I was a total mess. Naori laid me inside here.
So, you're saying you got in this thing straight after escaping? But that mean you were inside for 300 years?
Yes, it sounds crazy, I know. But don't even ask me why I stayed asleep all that time.
That's definitely quite some lie-in, all right. But still, whether you meant to or not, I sure am glad that it's this century that you finally woke up in.
What do you mean?
With the amount of fighting we've done, we would have never made it this far without you. And not only that, but Alphen, can you recall back to what it is that I said to you? Back when we left Menancia? About the dream of coexistence and needing to learn what it entailed?
Of course. That's why you came with us, right? To learn what you couldn't at home.
Even in that time, I was well aware that what I was living was a lie. But at the same time, I also felt really compelled to fulfill my brother's wishes. I'll always remember him fondly. But the coexistence we're fighting for isn't for him. It's for people now, and those still to come. The world's bigger than just Menancia. My dream is for all Danans, wherever they might be, to be free. If I've learned anything on this journey, it's that. And the one who brought me along was you, Alphen. I'll forever be grateful to you.
Well, we're not out of this forest just yet. You should probably save your thanks. At least, until we've dealt with the Red Woman.
I know. But whatever we find when we get down there, I'm through looking the other way.
Kisara.
Probably getting a little ahead of myself, huh? Let's take things one step at a time.
We'll be going to Lenegis soon.
This must feel like a homecoming of sorts to you, huh? What was life on Lenegis like back then? You know, before you came to Dana.
Let's just say, I don't have many happy memories. I've had thorns my whole life, for as long as I can remember. They called it treatment, but in truth, they were just using me as a guinea pig for their research.
You mean, they experimented on you?
That's right. All I was to them was a riddle to solve. They poked and prodded me, trying to figure out what triggered my thorns or changed the form they took. Day in and day out, every single day, one test after another. I'm still surprised they didn't try to dissect me. The look they gave me whenever one of them touched my skin. How could I forget it? Reeling from the pain, like I was a monster or something. Some existence, huh? A blight on any I touched. Helplessly complicit in their pain. I thought things couldn't get any worse, but then they did. I started to have nightmares, visions of the coming apocalypse. Is it any wonder I lacked a cheery disposition, unable to so much as touch another soul? Loneliness was my best friend. Sure, I survived, but with the knowledge that one day I'd be swallowed up by oblivion. And that's when it hit me. If I was going to die, then it should mean something. If I have to sacrifice myself to save the world, so be it.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you relive that.
No, it's fine. I'm in a much better place now.
You say it's your destiny to die so that others can live, but why not the other way around? Why shouldn't we be the ones dying to save you?
Are you crazy? Why would you sacrifice your life for...
That's exactly my point. Why should you have to give up your life just because you drew the short straw in the destiny stakes? How is that even right? It's that logic that's used to justify slavery, as if some of us were just meant to be sacrificed. This struggle was never about saving only ourselves. But that doesn't mean we have to give up our own lives to save everyone else's either. If we're doing this to protect people, if we're doing this to save the world from destruction, then that has to include saving each other as well.
A world free of sacrifice. That's what you've been fighting for all along, isn't it?
Not just me. We're in this together, remember? This fight is yours too, Shionne. If we're going to win, everyone has to win. There can be no room for losers in this fight. Now I see it. The true nature of our struggle.
A victory without losers. But that means that a Danon victory over Rena can't be the end. Do you think we can pull it off?
You bet we can pull it off. We have to. It's the only hope we have of things ever changing.
Yeah, you're right. No one's ever changed the future without aiming for the stars. We can do this. Together.
Is something wrong?
No. I was merely thinking how it had been 7 years, that's all.
You mean since you became a lord and left Lenegis? I guess even someone like you can get homesick, huh?
I am as prone to sentimentality as any other. Tell me though, you too have a history with Lenegis. A traumatic one, no less. This trip will probably mean facing up to some difficult emotions. Doesn't that frighten you?
Well, it is a place where I took the lives of countless people. I'd be lying if I said I hadn't thought about it. But I can't keep running forever. The past is what it is. There's no changing that. But the future's what we make it.
I see.
Dohalim?
Forgive me. I was wrong to pry. We have more pressing matters to address. Come back and speak to me when you finish looking around the ship. Is everyone about ready? We'll soon be making preparations to land.
Before we do that, just what exactly should we expect when we get down there?
Kisara has a point. Now that I think of it, I don't know the first thing about Lenegis.
I'd like to hear more too. It's been centuries since I was last there, and they didn't exactly give me the grand tour.
Very well. First and foremost, Lenegis was the base of operations in charge of the crown contest on Dana. Of course, it also happens to be a city in its own right, complete with its own independent society. Its social structure is based on a strict hierarchy. Put simply, the strength of an individual's astral arts carries great weight.
Enough to determine someone's social rank, you mean? But astral arts are innate, right? So people's positions are fixed at birth.
They can be honed with the right training, and there are admittedly other factors at play. But yes, that's basically the gist. As a result, family lines that churn out lords and their contenders wield disproportionate influence, and those lineages are treated as nobility.
Those capable of only weak astral arts are effectively an underclass, denied the right to descend to Dana even if they wanted to. Still, even the lowest rung on the Renan ladder is considered superior to being a Danon. Keep that in mind down there.
Thanks for the warning. As a lord, Dohalim must have been pretty high up in the pecking order, right? What about you, Shionne?
Come on, you've seen her skill with astral arts. You really need to ask?
Fair point.
On arts alone, you're right. I'd have been sitting pretty. But you're forgetting my thorns. They weren't exactly an invitation to high society.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's refreshing to be around someone who says what they're thinking. Life's less complicated that way.
Jeez, give backhanded compliments much?
Wait a second. Are you? He is! Lost blushing!
I am not!
Of course, separating people into castes based on something arbitrary like arts is discrimination at its worst. As if such simplistic criteria could ever be a measure of someone's worth.
So this red woman, are we expecting to find her on Lenegis?
I would wager so. Lenegis is too deeply involved in all this to discard the possibility. Chances are she's also connected to the Renis Alma being stolen from us in Pelagian.
If the Renis Alma is being used to exploit Dana, we need to take it back at all costs.
That red woman's got a lot to answer for. Just as well I've got a ton of questions.
We're about to land. The descent could be a little bumpy, so brace yourselves.
If there are clues about your thorns out there, Shionne, we'll find them. there's no one here. I wasn't expecting a welcome mat, but still.
Lenegis' infrastructure is largely automated. Besides, people won't be expecting incoming traffic while the crown contest is still underway.
Do you think anyone realizes that we're here?
We may not have received a royal welcome, but I doubt our entrance went unnoticed. Don't let your guard down.
I really hope we don't have to fight anybody while we're here.
So now what? We've come all this way on a hunch that this red woman is here, right? And if we're lucky, the Renis Alma too. Any idea where we should start looking?
There is an area of the city that is accessible only to the sovereigns, known as the Forbidden Zone. That seems as good a place as any for us to start.
Forbidden? What are they hiding?
I don't know, hence my desire to find out. Fortunately, we just so happen to have a sovereign in our midst. In any case, changing the shape of a huge structure such as Lenegis would have required an immense source of power.
And you think that source might have been the Renis Alma?
Precisely. Alphen said that he remembered the Renis Alma being used in the spirit channeling ceremony 3 centuries ago. Whatever the ceremony's purpose, if preparations are underway for it to be held once more, then the Renis Alma might be in the same place as last time, possibly together with the Red Woman. Hiding something of that worth in the residential quarters would only court trouble. In which case...
It stands to reason we should be looking somewhere normally out of bounds. Is that it?
Indeed.
But it's been over 300 years since I was made a sovereign. You can't seriously think I'll be able to waltz right into the place after all this time.
There's only one way to find out. If there's even a chance you can get us in, I say we give it a shot.
Shionne's right. Who knows? We might even find a clue to her thorns while we're at it.
All right. It's not like we're swimming in leads, so let's try to track down the Forbidden Zone. Beyond that wall lies a city full of Renins. The capital city where Shionne...
Thinking about what could be lurking out here is giving me the heebie-jeebies.
For such a loudmouth, you sure can be a worrywart at times.
Oh, I'm sorry. How stupid of me for wanting us to stay safe.
Would you two children stop squabbling? Or do you want everyone to know we're here?
So how many Renins actually live in this place?
I couldn't tell you exactly, though not as many as you might expect. Machines and Zeugles take care of most of the city's basic functions.
There's Zeugles out here too, huh? Sounds like we can't afford to let our guard down after all.
What in the world?
This being Renin territory, I was prepared for a lot of things to look different. But this is a bit more than I anticipated.
The very foundations of the city have shifted. What could have caused this?
When Lenegis changed shape, it must have had an effect on the interior too.
Maybe when they sent the wedge down to Dana?
But they wouldn't move around the places where people live. These are their homes, right?
I would think the citizens themselves didn't have much say in the matter. Either way, locating the Forbidden Zone just became that much trickier. Dohalim? Is that you? Avakir, I'm glad to see you're well. So it is you! But why are you here? Shouldn't you be down on Dana participating in the crown contest? And these people! So you haven't heard what happened on Dana then? Heard what?
Someone you know?
An old friend. Hey, Dohalim, don't tell me you've started keeping company with— They're with me. More importantly, what's happened here? I'm really not sure. The city's foundations began to shift without warning, and now everything looks like this. We're all waiting for the Sovereign to tell us what's happening, but so far— Avakir, listen to me. We're looking for the Forbidden Zone. Do you have any idea where we might find it? The Forbidden Zone? What business could you possibly have there? Trust me, the less you know, the better. You're just the same as ever. I wish I could help, but what with the changed topography, I can barely locate my own home. Let alone the Forbidden Zone. Very well. It looks like we'll have to find the way there ourselves. Have you seen Faria yet? No. I see. Well, nothing much has changed with her. If anything, she's probably even more— I can well imagine. Why did you come back? You know it can only result in pain for you both. I've no doubt of that. You really are the same as ever. Fine, I understand. Just don't say I didn't warn you. And take care of yourself, okay, Do?
So who's Faria?
Law?
If what Avakir said is true, it would seem the people of Lenegis are being kept in the dark about what's happening down on Dana.
They seem to be just as clueless about what's going on up here in their own world. Despite the fact that it's actually here that the wedge originally came from.
We need more information. Let's talk to the citizens, see what we can find out.
While we're at it, we can ask them about the Red Woman, too.
And don't forget about finding the way to the Forbidden Zone either.
Let's leave the talking to Shionne. We can't have a bunch of Danans poking their noses around.
Good idea. I think that's for the best.
I shall assist.
You sure?
Being a lord on Lenegis has its advantages.
Right. Then we'll leave it to you two. The Danans among us should—
What could be so important? It's worth destroying people's livelihoods and homes in the process. It's just unbelievable. Uprooting an entire city as if it were mere building blocks. Someone's got an awful lot of questions to answer.
From how it looks, they must be siphoning off astral energy from Dana, and then sending it to Rena.
But why do all this? What for? Surely they can't be using all that energy for the crown contest.
Whatever their purpose, disrupting their siphoning process alone won't be sufficient. Not while we still don't know what their endgame is.
He's right. We need to stop this from happening ever again.
This Forbidden Zone might be where we find some answers, right? So what are we waiting for? Let's get moving!
You heard him. We don't have time to stop and chat. Let's move.
So, I've been wondering, do you think when Lenegis was built, it was even made with people living here in mind?
What do you mean?
Well, none of this happened by coincidence, right? They must have designed it to transform like this. But then, if they knew people were going to live here, you'd think they would have taken that into consideration to avoid all this chaos.
Ordinarily, yes. You'd think so. Trust me, as far as we were concerned, Lenegis was our home, nothing more. No one knew about all this. It makes you wonder whether the city was just built on as an afterthought. But if so, to what exactly?
Sorry. That probably sounded weird, huh?
Not at all. Sometimes it takes an outsider's eye to help you notice what you've been missing all along. This place is a mystery, that's for sure. Something tells me we'll find answers where we're going, though.
Yeah, you're right, Shionne. I'm sure we will.
Oh, dear me. What an unspeakable mess this has all become. Just look at the state of our city. Even the Zeugles have stopped heeding our commands. Whatever did we do to deserve this?
You really have no clue what might have caused this?
Would that I have. Alas, there was no warning, no prior decree. His Highness must have deemed it unnecessary for us to know. We have no choice but to grin and bear it. But do my eyes deceive me? Could I really be standing in the presence of his lordship, Dohalim of the House Ilkaris? I believed he was on Dana.
Your eyes do not deceive you. It is I, one and the same. I have returned to fulfill a special duty, the details of which I cannot divulge.
As your lordship wishes. First Lenegis mutates beyond recognition, now this unexpected visit. The Sovereign's plans are inscrutable indeed. The Ilkaris house has produced a great many lords over the centuries. I shall be praying for your victory in the latest crown contest.
Your good wishes do me an honor.
Everything will be okay now.
I know the basics of healing arts, but my skills pale in comparison.
Your lordship! Oh, what a great honor it is to finally meet you! I descended to Dana during the last crown contest also. Alas, when the contender I was backing failed to clinch the title, I returned. I witnessed the deaths of so many slaves.
Indeed.
Sorry to interrupt, but we're looking for a woman dressed all in red. Have you seen anyone of that description?
All red, eh? No, I can't say I remember anyone like that. I imagine she'd stand out somewhat, too.
Yeah. What about down on Dana during the crown contest? You didn't see anyone like that hanging around the lord you were serving?
What's with all these questions? I've never seen her, okay? Not recently or otherwise. Why do you want to find her anyway?
Never mind. Forget I asked. Sorry to take up your time. Is everything okay? You look a little lost.
Oh, yes. I can't seem to find my way home, is all. I was just about to make my umpteenth attempt at a new route.
I was hoping to head this way myself. The situation is a real pain, huh?
I suppose the Sovereign knows best. I daren't stay here too long, though. A lower caste can only linger around these parts for so long before I outstay my welcome. I was hoping to avoid it, but maybe I'll have to go that way after all.
You mean you know another way round?
Lord Dohalim Ilkaris! But how? Last I heard, you were in Dana competing in the crown contest.
Yes, strange, isn't it? If you know another route, we'd be grateful if you could tell us.
But of course. Please forgive me. There's a wall that sprung up ahead of here, with what looks to be an entrance in it. I thought maybe it was a passageway between the different quarters, but I've no way of knowing for sure.
It's worth investigating, at least. I shall go and assess the situation. In the meantime, wait for me here. If it looks safe, I'll come and let you know.
You'd really do that for me? A lord troubling himself for someone of my lowly status?
Our lot in life is of little consequence. We are both Renin, first and foremost.
Oh, why yes, my lord. Thank you.
Well, we've canvassed the city for information. What do you think?
No one has the faintest idea what's happened to the city after all. They haven't heard the news about the crown contest either.
You'd think that info would easily find its way up here. Has it always been like that?
Not to this extent, which would indicate that something's suppressing the truth, that Lenegis is under some kind of control.
Given everything that's happened to their city, the people here seem weirdly okay with it all.
Yeah, that one guy even said his Zoogle had stopped listening to him. If that's true, these people are in big trouble.
Everything that happens here is attributed to the Sovereign's will. It's the way people have been conditioned. Their belief runs deep. Nothing happens devoid of a reason. To them, it's all part of the Sovereign's grand plan.
The Sovereign's plan. There is one thing I'm still not sure about. Just who is this person ruling over Lenegis?
The Sovereign, of course. He rules from Rena while presiding over both Rena and Lenegis.
Without the lords or anyone in the middle doing his dirty work? Isn't Rena at least the same size as Dana? That's a pretty big dominion for one person to rule over. I would have thought ruling Lenegis alone would be difficult enough.
The points you make are valid, though I confess I'd never given it much thought before. Here, the Sovereign's total authority is as natural as night turning to day. Come to think of it, I know nothing of the nature of how Rena itself is. Shionne, have you ever been... No, forgive me. Have you met or crossed paths with, or even heard of someone who's actually made a visit to the homeland?
No, I haven't.
Neither have I. In which case, I would imagine that... But no, surely not. Can it really be that no citizen of Lenegis has ever been there?
Hold up, what are you getting at, Dohalim?
Assuming what I believe to be correct, it's possible that no one on Lenegis has ever laid eyes on the actual Renin homeworld itself. No one but the Sovereign, that is.
But what about trade and communication? There's got to be a flow back and forth, surely.
Not if the Sovereign is imposing his will on Lenegis single-handedly. It could be a one-way street.
But I thought you said that the Sovereign's all the way over on Rena. If that's the case, can he really rule directly over Lenegis from so far away? What if something were to happen to the city, like now?
I'm beginning to wonder what the nature of this Sovereign even is. Alphen said he was forced into the role, right? Just before the ceremony. But Sovereign is also the title given to the almighty Renin ruler. So which one is it?
Whoever wins the crown contest inherits the throne from his or her predecessor, before becoming ruler over all of Rena and Lenegis. Thereafter, that individual is known as the Sovereign. Though, it would appear that the current ruler has gone silent. As for how Volron factors into all this, at this point, I no longer know what to believe.
3 centuries ago, I became the Sovereign here on Lenegis. No, not just became, I was forced to. Me, a Danon. 300 years later, we cross paths with Volron, who also bears the Sovereign's crest. That's not the only thing we have in common. We both became Sovereign without winning the crown contest.
Do you think Volron was made Sovereign for the same reason? Because of that ceremony?
I can't say for sure, but it certainly sounds like it.
But that would mean that two sovereigns would need to exist at any one time. One whose job it is to rule, and the other for ceremonial purposes. We never did see Volron's body back in Ganeth Heros. Is a new ceremony underway with Volron at its center this time? Could that be what's causing all this strange activity here?
Wait a second. You don't think Volron and the Red Woman are working together, do you? The ceremony can't go forward without the Renis Alma, the same one that the Red Woman stole.
There's something else the ceremony needs. A maiden. And unless there's another one out there aside from me...
Questions, questions, and yet more questions. Ones that it seems will remain unanswered until we can establish the Sovereign's identity.
If the Forbidden Zone really is off limits to everyone but the Sovereign, that seems as good a place as any to start. For the sake of liberating Dana, too.
Then it's decided. That's where we need to go.
One of the citizens mentioned a passage that she thought might lead to another section of the city. It could point us in the right direction. Let's go find it! I didn't realize Renans oppressed their own kind, too.
And yet, weirdly, none of them seem to mind. Am I the only one who finds that strange?
It is the way things have always been, so no one thinks to question it. You have experience in that regard yourself, do you not?
Unquestioning acceptance of your own servitude. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Even so, the quality of life here seems much higher than any Danon city we visited. I used to think it was impossible to build an ideal society without wealth. But I suppose having it doesn't always mean people are treated fairly either.
More to the point, not a single citizen seems to have even heard of the Red Woman.
What if she's not here? What if it turns out we're looking in the wrong place entirely?
It's still too early to say anything for sure.
For all we know, she might be able to blend in, move around unnoticed. I say we hold off judgment until we've exhausted every avenue.